I've been following this upcoming project for some months now, and I've always been on the side on whether to make a video on it or not, but here we are finally. Projekt Z, like myself, probably as you already interested in it because of how smooth the weapons, the movement and the zombies look like in this video. It really is looking like something special, especially when it is coming from a small indie team. But there is so much more to this upcoming game, which is why I am making this video on it today. I think we're also clearly in need of a good zombie game, especially after all the false promises or the disappointments of other projects in the past. Taking inspiration from many games, especially Left 4 Dead and Escape from Tarkov, Projekt Z will be blending together elements for casual and hardcore gamers on PC first, then if the game is successful, could definitely be coming to consoles. Now you won't be seeing a lot of gameplay footage in this video as the developers are keeping most of it under wrap when it will be ready, but from what we can see here, it is looking really promising, no doubt about it. These are developers that have a plan in mind and aren't really looking on always expanding the game, which is a mistake many developers make, as it's never truly finished and always has a bug here and there. At its core, Projekt Z is an atmospheric first-person zombie co-op shooter set in World War II. In this game, you get to play different characters who have very different abilities that will be completely unique to what they are, and together you will have to find all the secrets of this German island you all crashed on during the war. But this ain't no normal island, and you're not supposed to be there. Projekt Z is also said to not be for everybody because in this game everything can go wrong, from weapon malfunction to bleeding out, and all of this with a minimal HUD. These devs are focused on making an actual realistic weapon handling system, with limited ammo just like in real life. The game begins at the end of the Second World War. It takes place on a northern hidden German island. After the Allied forces took over Berlin, they got knowledge of this island and are preparing to attack it, as Germans are reported to be on the island. As they attack, the zombies suddenly start to appear out of nowhere. Being a greater threat than both the Allies and the Germans, it is forcing the Germans and attackers to cooperate in order to survive. That is all we have about the story though, but it sure sounds pretty great for now. With Projekt Z, the developers wanted to combine the casual and the hardcore market by implementing a bit of both. This game again is inspired by Left 4 Dead and should offer an interesting story for each character in the game. It should also tell a great story about the island itself. The developers think it's time for a good co-op zombie game with a true tactical element rather than a complete run and gun game, and also a good, understandable story. You'll be learning and deciding your new favorite character and his abilities with your co-op teammates to get the job done once and for all. Now, first of all, Projekt Z will have a main story path, and also other missions will be unlocked by completing certain missions. For example, in one mission, the sewage system has to be cleaned, and it is possible to reach this place and get brand new side missions from there. It is also possible that side missions unlock other side missions, and so on. You will also have a hub in the game where you can relax and prepare for other missions with your friends. You can build up your hub by finding helpful people in the missions and collect building materials to upgrade them. You can get new weapons, medical items, and more into your hubs by completing both main and side missions. In those missions, you can find people who have the right specialty for the stand and or construction plans to improve it, so that the person of the stand can continue to develop. For example, with the building materials, the player can build stands where he can craft new ammo types, better armor, get new construction, plan for interior designs and such, which is kind of cool. The people you've met, such as survivors, will need food and water, and you will have to manage that very carefully when going into missions. As I said before, there will almost be no HUD in Projekt Z, and everything will have to be checked by yourself, including the ammo left on your weapons, your health, magazines, and overall resource management. Each map or missions, as per se, will be different than the other, and I'm really glad they're not censoring any of the German flags from World War II, as a lot of AAA games like Call of Duty immediately censored it. I don't understand how you can simply censor history just like that and try and make people forget what happened, even if it is a hugely important part of history itself. You will also be able to have a simple compass in the game, which will be showing you where your friends are and where the rest of the mission is, and you'll only have this compass to help you out. There's also going to be different kind of zombies, which some will be very unpredictable and will look different. each of the zombies can also be dismembered. You can blow up their head, or try and dismember their legs so they can't walk anymore, or shoot their arms to disable some of their abilities to attack you. One cool thing they added is that if you or one of your friends dies bitten by a zombie, it'll come back from the dead to attack you, but will be an AI and not the player itself controlling it. Beside the campaign and missions, they will also be adding a fan favorite game mode, which is a classic inspired Black Ops zombie mode, where you have to survive endless waves of zombies, alone or with friends, which will have barricading, a mystery box, weapons to buy, and so on. One more thing, the whole game will be free to play at release and it won't be pay to win at all. There might definitely be some monetization options, but nothing that will make you the best player in the game. It will all come down to who is more tactical and being a good player overall. I'm also really liking the gore system they implemented, which will let you cut limbs of the many zombies that will come at you. You'll also have a magazine inventory in the game, which in this video you see 2 types of magazine only, but you can carry 6 magazines in total, and you'll be able to see the total amount of bullets left in each magazine, so to prepare for your next move. You can also drop any magazine you like with any bullet in it and give it to your friends in need. The game will also have fall damage if you drop from too far, and you can also lose your weapon, which if in the middle of a firefight you can be in extreme danger if you lose it. Now keep in mind, Projekt Z is not a survival game. Every playable character will come with a unique mission that you will have to play alone in order to unlock that character. From there on, that character will be available in your hub. You'll have to play at least one of the missions from the characters to access the hub itself. Before the developers mentioning Black Ops Zombie mode as one of their inspiration for Projekt Z, I was already having flashbacks of the mode just by seeing the gameplay. I'm really liking how dark it looks and how the zombies are actually scary. The environment itself is also looking really polished, and we can see they're pretty experienced in this part, especially in the weapons part. Let me know if you guys are still excited for a zombie game or are kind of burned out from this. I know there's many zombie games out there that might have disappointed you, like Dead Matter or Dead Island 2, which isn't coming out anytime soon, but I really hope this one can do well. Make sure you guys let me know if you want to see more of this game on the channel by either liking this video, telling me in the comments, and of course subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks to Space Beer Gaming, Rush Shingbati, I Am Legend, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Rickno23, and Kianzo Fagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for as low as 99 cents a month. It'll help me and the channel as a whole to make more and better videos.